What's up, vinyl community? It's your boy Chris coming at you live as always from the man cave. Year-end videos, wrapping a bunch of things up. Thought it would be really quick to come at you guys with something a little different. So in this video, I'll be doing my top 10 records in my collection in terms of top minimum Discogs value. Trying to figure out the way I can make them. The records in my collection that have sold for the most on a minimum level. Just roll with me on this, guys. You guys who are familiar with Discogs and have used Discogs will know exactly what I'm talking about. This is going to be a first part of our three-part series of minimum, median, max. Going to have a little fun. You guys are going to see some of the same records and a few of them, admittedly, obviously, as you guys would expect. But we're going to have some fun with this. And so these are the 10 records in my collection that have sold for the most on a minimum level on Discogs. And without further ado, you guys are no doubt watching a lot of videos this year. Number 10, Rashawn McCour, the third, Evolution. It's original mono pressing on Blue Note. Splat Owl, one of my favorite acquisitions of the year with Lee Morgan, Jackie McLean, Bobby Hutcherson, Bob Cranshaw, and Anthony Williams on the sticks. $95. Cheapest it's ever gone for on Discogs. So that brings it in at number 10 in my collection. Next up, another huge find from this year. Sonny Rollins, A Night at the Village Vanguard. Original mono pressing. Splatter. Might as well go ahead. Come on, hit you guys with that. You guys already know how I wagon will. Sonny Rollins, Wilbur Ware, Elvin Jones, Donald Bailey, Pete LaRocca. Cheapest it's ever gone for on Discogs, $96.77. Number 8, another huge find from this year. Not an original pressing, but an early reissue, a Liberty reissue, actually, but it's the earliest pressing of the album I've ever owned, and I love it. So it's number 8, Joe Henderson, Our Thing, Kenny Dorham, Andrew Hill, Eddie Kahn, and Pete LaRocca. Again, I'm sure you guys aren't shocked. More Blue Note. $97.83, the cheapest it's ever gone for on Discogs. Number 7, next up. Arguably my favorite find of the year. It's up there. But that's for a future video. That's not to spoil anything. That's a video that's definitely coming. But this is number 7, Jackie McLean's Swing, Swang, Swingin'. That's an original mono pressing. Obviously. Splat out, you guys already know how we wagon wheel here in the man cave. So many great tunes, so many. It's Jackie McLean on alto, Walter Bishop Jr. on piano, Jimmy Garrison on bass, and Art Taylor on the sticks. And the cheapest it's ever gone for on Discogs is $99.99. Next up is an original mono pressing of Tommy Flanagan's The Cats. Features, of course, John Coltrane, Kenny Burrell, and Idris Sullivan. Phenomenal album. Splat Owl, original mono on New Jazz. Cheapest it's ever gone for. A cool hundo on the dot. Next up, original mono pressing. Another huge find from the year. Sonny Rollins. Yeah. What more is there to be saying on Blue Note? Lexington Avenue. Lexington Avenue, original mono pressing. It is one of the prized pieces in my collection and one that I found earlier this year. I now have 2 copies in my collection. But one is a second press 47 West 63rd Street labels, and this is my Lex Ave copy. The 47 West 63rd Street copy is on sale for anybody who doesn't have to have a cover for their album. The vinyl is immaculate. Holler at me if you're interested. No, I mean, you can always stumble on a cover later. And your boy will work with you. Next up, Art Pepper meets the rhythm section. Brett Garland, Paul Chambers, and Philly Joe Jones. This is a phenomenal album. It's original mono, contemporary records. Definitely one of my most frequently returned to records in my collection. I flat out love it. Slaying session just all the way across the board. And the cheapest it's ever gone for on Discogs is $121.52. Next up, one I found earlier this year, definitely one of my favorite finds of the year, is Bass on Top, Paul Chambers Quartet, Blue Note. Once again, original mono pressing. I was beyond thrilled to add this to the collection. Kenny Burrell on guitar, Hank Jones on piano, Paul Chambers on bass, and Art Taylor on the sticks once again. Flat out, love the album. Adore it. One of my favorite finds of 2020, hands down, bar none. Number two, two guitars, Kenny Burrell and Jimmy Rainey, with Donald Byrd, Jackie McLean, Mal Waldron, Watkins, and Art Taylor. Phenomenal session. Phenomenal. And this is the original. This is the big dog on West 50th Street, NYC labels on Prestige. This is one that I was, beyond thrilled to add to the collection. I love it. I actually haven't listened to it in a while. And now that I'm holding it in my hands, can't help but think of how awesome it would be to listen to it tonight. That's probably going to go down here in a minute. Cheapest it's ever gone for on Discogs, $140. And next up, the big one, from the stack anyway, at least on the minimum scale. I think probably appears in at least on the median as well. But Art Farmer's Market. Original mono pressing, on New Jazz. Flat out. Art Farmer on trumpet, Hank Mobley tenor, Kenny Drew on piano, Addison Farmer on bass, and Elvin Jones on the sticks. It's a phenomenal album. Love it. Another huge acquisition, a big upgrade for me, for my collection in 2020. Upgraded from an early Prestige to the very first New Jazz. So, very, very, very thrilled to have it in my collection. And the cheapest it's ever gone for, and the only time it's ever sold, this exact pressing is ever sold, on Discogs, it's sold for $250. So, this will be one of my cheaper. This will be one of my quicker videos, but again, it's one of the, I'm going to hit you with a series of 3. So I wanted to keep it relatively quick. And I know you guys have got shit to do. You got presents you're still on opening. You got a lot of year-end videos that you're watching. I want to try to keep it moving right on along for you guys. I hope everybody who can see my face and hear my voice had a phenomenal, phenomenal Christmas. I hope you guys have a phenomenal New Year. You got a few more videos coming from me before you even say Happy New Year and rid ourselves of the shitty year that was 2020. For all of you guys saw this video, liked what you saw, liked what you heard, I hope you did. I hope you did. But if you did, if you go ahead and do me a huge favor, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you do me one better, go ahead and hit that little bell beside that for the notifications. That way you can keep up with everything that's going on inside of the man cave. I would be very, very appreciative. I would dance at your wedding and sing at your funeral. All right, guys. Until next time, until next video, which is coming very soon, keep dropping that needle, you guys.